are here with CeCe, and we're going to give you a little update on how her test went. But first, cheers. Congratulations, girl.
Thank you.
Yeah, awesome.
Cheers, Rhonda.
Cheers.
This one. Glasses. We're having a wine flight this evening to celebrate CeCe's big win and hear about how her test went.
Whew.
Yeah. So when did you take it?
So I took it in October. It was like the second or third day we got there. It was immediate. I was happy to get it over with.
Oh my gosh.
I bet you.
I was really happy to get it out the way and get it over with.
So
And
then,
so
where
tell
was
us, yeah.
Okay, so the test was in Rhode Island,
Uh-huh.
and they have a room. It appears to be like a gym room. So it looks like you're walking into a gym, but it's just the pool area.
Yeah.
And then you walk into the pool area, and you see the diving board, and you see 20 feet.
So it's a little higher than what you practiced.
Way higher than what I practiced.
So what did you practice from then?
So we practice what? It's 9 feet deep.
It's 9 feet deep, and the platform's probably like maybe. No, I don't even think it's 3 feet off the ground.
Not
So
even.
you were practicing off of a swimming block.
Yes.
Yes.
And what the test was 20 feet in the air?
Yes.
Yeah.
It was
On a
like
20
the
foot
ceiling.
platform,
Yeah.
And it was how?
It was
what's
20
the water?
feet deep.
20 feet deep.
So you're 20 feet up into 20 feet of water.
And you don't just have pants on, right? You have the whole.
So luckily, we had on swimsuit. I did have on swimsuit.
Okay.
Until part 3. It's like 3 parts of the test.
Okay.
But the beginning, I only had on my swimsuit, which is great. It was great because I was light.
Right.
I'm like, okay. The problem is, 20 feet deep, I wasn't touching the ground, and I practiced
pushing
touching the
off.
ground
Oh,
And
to
pushing
come
up.
up.
to come up.
Oh my gosh. So when you jump into 20 feet of water,
Yes.
there's nothing.
Nothing.
No.
I didn't touch the ground. I don't think I came close to the ground.
No.
But the issue was the walk up the stairs to the diving board. I felt like my legs were jello.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Shaking.
like they were shaking. So walking up, I didn't want to trip. At this point now, I'm panicking. I'm like, don't trip up the stairs. Like, make it to the jump.
Right.
And then once you get up there, I told everybody knew. I was like, okay, guys, I've been prepping for this.
Yeah.
But I'm still kind of a little frightened.
Freaking out.
I'm freaking out slightly.
It's a little different than
Just-
I had prepared.
So looking at the diving board in the water was completely different than being inside the YMCA.
Yeah.
It was a different feeling. And it being the test,
Yeah.
I was like, okay, I have to pass this test. So
Yeah. You gotta do
the
this.
good thing was, I was like, okay, I have to pass. I practiced and I have to pass. I'm going to do it. That's not how I felt inside.
In your head, you had the
But
determination.
in my head,
I'm doing this.
walking up.
Yeah.
Okay, so my legs over with. They were like jelly. Once I got up there, the instructor had already told me, like, don't look down. But I did not. I did not look down. I was not going to
I
look
was in a
down.
wreck.
I just wanted to pass. But even looking straight ahead was intimidating because I could see that it was nothing. I couldn't see the pool. Like, I was looking ahead and couldn't see the pool. So I knew it was a long way down.
Yes.
But I walked and then I just did my little
Mantra.
mantras. Took a deep breath and I dropped. When I dropped,
Did it feel forever?
it felt like forever.
How did you go? Like with your arms?
Yes. So we have to cross our arms and cross our feet, and then you just take a step straight down.
And then you come up the tread, or
And then I came up treading. I was treading
For your life.
for my life because I felt like, I don't know, it felt like slow motion. And then
you hit the water where you're like, yes.
no,
Oh.
because I was so used to hitting my feet
Oh, to touch
on
the ground.
on the ground. So I was mentally prepared, like, you're not going to touch the ground.
Yeah.
So just drop, and as soon as you like breathe, start coming up.
yeah.
So like, of course I didn't touch the ground. I don't know how far it was. My eyes were closed. So then I just treaded back to the top, and once I got to the top, it was like, they was like, calm down.
Yeah. You're here.
Like,
You're here.
swim to the wall. I was like, okay. I was like, okay. And then I swam to the wall. And then they give you, like, you hold on and everybody drops. So like the first part is the jump.
Right.
And they do like different groups. So like group 1. So everybody in group 1 has to drop. And while everybody's dropping, you just kind of hold on to the wall.
Oh.
And then after everybody drops, you have to let go of the wall and you have to float for 5 minutes.
And that's just in your swimsuit.
And that's just in your swimsuit.
Front float.
Or they let you do back or front.
Oh,
It was
you
the
can
best
choose.
thing ever.
Oh,
Yes.
Did you like
that was
back float?
huge.
Yes.
Because you practiced
Because I
front.
practiced front
For
float.
5 minutes.
So the whole time,
You had that in the
I
bag.
practiced front float for 5 minutes the whole time, and I had mastered it. So when I got there, they was like, well, you guys can do, it's new. They said it's just started. They was like, you guys can do back float. I was like, I'm totally back float.
Yeah.
You're like, I got
Oh, this is nothing.
Right.
So it was perfect. So after
Yeah.
the jump, like my anxiety was here, but then we got to do the float right after, so I like calmed down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The 20 feet still like, because we had to float in the 20 feet.
Yeah.
But I just lay there and kind of relaxed. Like,
Did you do your mantra?
I did my mantras because it gets boring.
Right.
It was more so like
Right.
forever.
That's 5 minutes. Is a long
Yeah,
time to
like-
float. It's a very
It just felt like forever, and you can't swim at all. So they were like kind of yelling at people like, "Don't move your arms."
I had to tread water the other day with the brick for 2 minutes, and I thought that was forever.
It's like forever.
I haven't done
5
that in a while.
Yeah.
And I was like, wait, I forgot how hard this was.
A lot of work.
Yeah.
And you had to hold a brick. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
I can barely hold myself.
So you did a 5-minute float.
We did, and then after that was the however many meters swim.
Swim. Okay.
But it was different because it was like an L shape.
Uh-huh.
So the pool is pretty big. So we like went down, then around, like an
Okay.
L.
Gotcha.
Not like down and back, which was great because I didn't have to worry about flipping. So I got to keep going.
Yeah.
So the swim part was easy. And it was like pipe on the ceiling. So I followed the pipe. Like just like this little pole here. I just followed it all the way around. It was perfect.
On your back.
On my back. It was perfect.
Nice.
Passed it. So that's like the first, it's 3 parts, but first part you have to pass all of that to move on to the next thing.
Did anybody not pass the first part?
Yes. So many people are not like, wow. That was not me. I came prepared.
Yeah.
So after that, I thought we would be taking off like our pants, like our uniform pants, and making a flotation device. So the whole time, that's how I practiced. No. We had full overalls, like a flight suit overall.
Yeah.
And you want to get a big one.
Just bibs?
No, full arms.
Oh my
Full arms
God.
were like, it was huge. And then you have to get a size like bigger than you because you have to make it float in the back. Like, so you got to put the air in it while you have it on and then make it float in the back. So I had like a 3X because I'm so tall. So it was
I don't understand
so
like
heavy.
When you say you have to put the air in it, how did you get air in it?
Exactly. So
When you put
you
it
have
on?
to, when you get in the water.
When you get in the water?
Yes.
So you got to, yeah. That's,
Yes.
well, it's just she practiced at the
And
Y.
I practiced a completely different way.
She practiced with the pants.
Mm-hmm.
Taking the pants off.
And then tie them.
Tie them.
So you're wearing a suit,
a full flight suit.
full flight.
And it's like a long zipper. And because I had like a 3X, the bottom was like my knees. And then the top was like here. So you hop in 20 feet and like you're treading. You pull up the zipper. But you leave some of the zip to create like holes. You hold the bottom, you lean over, and then you like kind of splash air until like you feel the air going into your back to float, and then you close it, and then you have to float. So it took me 2 tries for this.
How did you know? I don't understand. I don't
So-
understand. How did you know how to do that?
So they show you. They did examples. Like they had 3 instructors, like 3 lanes, and they did examples. Like this is what you do.
Yeah.
And then I had the best lane ever. She was so nice because I was like, all right, this is not how I practice. I'm telling you right now, I'm panicking.
I'm like, this is not good.
I'm
right
like,
now.
okay, somebody else go in front of me. I'm gonna go last. So
gonna watch this
yes.
first.
So I let people go in front of me. They all went and did it like it was nothing. I was like, what is happening? So I get in the water. The suit was so heavy.
Sure.
It was so heavy. I feel like it was pulling me down. And I'm like, and treading already wasn't my best thing. Like I feel like I can swim better than I can tread.
Right.
Like me and treading just not friends.
That happened.
Yeah, like the mean girl in high school.
Right.
Yeah, didn't work out. So I'm like, okay, just tread and relax. But I feel like the suit was really pulling me down.
Well, yeah.
And I just couldn't get the air in it. And I would start like sinking. And I'm coming back up. And then she's like, you're sinking, you gotta come up. And I just could not. She's like, oh, you gotta get out. I'm not gonna fail you, just get out. I'm like, let me try one more time. Please don't fail me.
Yeah.
So I get out the water. I let the other 2 people go in line. Then I'm at the end. She's like, look, take your time. It's not time, take your time. So I hopped in. I'm like, okay. I tread for a second. But as soon as I hopped in the water, when I was treading, I started unzipping when I was coming up this time. I didn't really do that last time. So by the time I got to the top of the water from treading, it was already unzipped. And I just was like, and I float. And it was like, she was like, good. I was like, I'm out.
Yeah. Right.
Never get back in the water again.
I'm done.
Haven't been in the water since. And I passed. And that was that.
Woo. So that was part 2.
And that was it. And then we had to do the wet trainer. So it was like
The what?
the wet trainer. So those are the pictures I showed you guys
The
of the ship. It's like a simulated
Oh, in
ship.
the boat.
Yeah, and it's sinking. And they're like spraying water and the water's just rising and you gotta like patch the pipes, and I had so much anxiety.
Sure, I would have anxiety.
I
Freaking
had,
out.
and I think it was the pressure
Well, and then the clothes.
in the
like,
closed space, and like, cause we were
Yeah.
at the bottom of the ship.
Like
So it's like
claustrophobic.
closed space. And I've never been on like a ship in the bottom of the ship. I've been on nice cruise ships that look like dining rooms.
Disney cruise. She's like,
On
this is my
Disney cruise,
cruise.
you know, or on Lake Michigan,
Right.
partying. Like, no, this is not how the cruise looks. This is not how it's supposed to be.
They have no cocktails.
No cocktails, no drinks,
Where's
no
the
wine.
cocktail?
It was bad. So it was pretty bad. I was like, okay, I'm just gonna hold the blocks, guys. So I was the person that just held the wood in place. I was just standing there like, please. And the whole time I feel the water just rising.
Oh, Lord.
And then all the people shorter than me, bless their little hearts, they were under the water.
Oh my gosh.
They were under the water. Yeah, because it ended up coming like right here to
They
me.
had to like swim.
They were swimming.
They were having the
They had
water.
to swim. They had to tread water. They had to
I cannot
swim.
even imagine.
They were swimming.
I think I would freak out. I'm fairly sure I would lose it.
I'm a swimmer, and I mean, and you're a swimmer.
No, they were having the best time of their lives.
Oh, they liked it.
They liked
That
it.
picture of the girl, she's smiling.
Yes.
She's like,
They had the best time of their lives.
I don't think I would be having.
Time of their lives. I was so happy for teamwork.
terrifying.
I've never appreciated teamwork so much until this day because they did it with no problem.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, so just gonna hold the wood in place because
It is
guys.
interesting when you think about it. Like, you had a role that was helping the whole team.
Because I was tall. So I can reach, like I can hold it, stand
Right.
on it and hold it. And
It's good.
it was good. It was perfect. Like, I'm glad I did this. I learned a lot. I'm never doing it again.
Right, but now I'm back in the courtroom. Thanks. See you later.
Like, yes, courtroom all day.
On land.
On land.
It's a huge thing to overcome. It's like
Yes.
it's mind, it's body, it's
Everything.
It is. And I would have never did this. It's so ironic. Like, I don't know if you told her, but I was in the Air Force first. So my plan was to always do Air Force JAG. Like, Navy JAG would never have crossed my mind because I can't swim. And I know I can't swim, and it's the Navy. So why you going to the Navy? You can't swim.
Yeah.
Never crossed my mind once. And then the Navy, well, my advisor was like, you should do the Navy just in case. I'm like, no, not doing it. And then he was like, do it. But he did it. So I'm like, you're just trying to sell me because this is what you did.
Right,
right.
I'll do it for you. I'm like, okay.
Right.
But I really didn't think anything of it. And then I got in, and I didn't get into the Air Force.
Oh.
And I was like, oh, well, this is awkward.
Yeah.
Oh, how the tables have turned.
Now I have to learn how to swim.
Now I have to learn how to swim because what in the world?
Right.
And then what's funny is I applied to the Air Force again.
You're like, I'm not doing it.
I applied again because I was like, okay,
You're like, I'm not doing it.
I really don't want to do this.
No.
I didn't get in again. I was like, oh, okay, guys, this is where you're going with this, right? Okay.
Interesting.
This is what you want to do.
He kind of like,
Works his way.
we kind of like, wait, this is not how what I was.
This was
thinking.
not in the plan
This is not-
at all.
That's just the thing, though, is it's not your plan.
At all. I had no say so because if I did, ladies,
Yeah, you'd be in the Air Force.
It'd be a different plan.
I would not have learned how to swim at all.
yeah.
But aren't you glad you did now?
I'm
when you
so
go on
glad that I
vacation,
did.
You can swim when you go in, you know, like.
It's so different.
And don't you think you have like a huge inspiring story to
I do. It has helped me like with my mind, period. Like
Right.
fear-wise, like I kind of feel like I can do anything right now. I'm feeling pretty good. Like I can, you know, feeling pretty confident. Like because I prepped for that, I think the whole like training, because it's only 5 weeks, and I went through like boot camp before, so it was different. I feel like this training was like more mental, right? Because it was a lot of adults.
Right.
Everybody's older.
Right.
It's like doctors, people like, you know, older people. So it was definitely more mental.
Right.
So I was able to like, okay,
Got this.
I can do this. I can knock it out. It's only 5 weeks. You know, like I just did this for the whole summer. Like took the bar while I was doing it. I was studying for the bar exam. I can do this. So I think it helped me mentally like just become more disciplined
Yes.
and like conquer stuff that I don't want to do.
Yeah.
Because nothing about swimming made me happy.
Right.
Have you swum since?
No, but I am.
You're gonna come.
I'm gonna
before you
come
leave.
before I leave. I have 2 weeks. I'm gonna get in the water at least once.
Yeah.
And I'm not scared. I think I just got used to like, oh, I did it.
You know what I think you should do? I think you should do.
Those are
One
fun
of the
times.
things that Rhonda and I watched the other day was about doing things you can't do and doing them anyway. And I think that that's one of the things that I would leave you with. Always do the things you can't do.
I agree.
And you have set that precedent now at this start of your career. You gotta just run with it.
I agree.
Thank you.
And
Thank
that's what
you.
we're doing.
That's what we're doing. Yeah, we're doing things
Two
we
old
can't
ladies.
do. Two old ladies on
Really?
A YouTube
No.
channel.
You gotta do the things you can't do, guys. Thank you so much, and we will talk to you later.
Bye.